As a lot of you know,
I kinda like anime.
I've been thinking about my anime obsession recently. What is it that anime does for me that other media don't? Why am I a weeb? When did I become a weeb? It was quite the existential crisis. So I started wondering, is it the animation? Is it the Japanese voice acting? Is it the specific mood that anime gives off in general? Is it the drama? No, it can't be. We have drama in both anime and regular TV shows. We have epic action in both. We have character development in both. Yet, why is anime giving me so much more feels? What is it that anime has that Western shows don't? Well, I believe all the answers lie behind the freedom of 2D and the raw coolness that comes with it. As you already know, anime is not restricted by the flesh of the mortal body called actor. And that very simple fact already changes everything. 2D characters have much more potential for action. Only in anime you can see a guy getting turned into a meteorite by being launched into a building at high speed. Only in anime you can punch a guy so hard it splits the atmosphere in half. Only in anime you can see a girl do a backflip from a spear she just launched at a zombie's heart while shooting other people midair. Only 2D characters can achieve such mind-blowing choreography while staying good-looking, fluid and believable. Because for live action, CGI and special effects have their limits. Anime don't. I mean, I think Superman is one of the best examples of Hollywood movies that tries to have fighting choreography as hardcore as they are in anime, and it's just weird. It doesn't feel cool, it feels wrong. That mix of real and not real just gives me that same feeling of uneasiness I have while watching deepfake videos. I mean, everything just reeks of CGI so damn much! Can't you smell that shit going straight into your eye holes? There are very few movies and TV shows that are able to replicate action choreography as smoothly and cleanly as they are in anime. Because unlike with these perfectly pre-calculated frame-by-frame animations, actors and stuntmen do most of their shit in real time. And that requires a lot of resolve and hard work from these people made of true flesh and blood. And even outside of the smoothness, anime is just able to pull off so much more stuff that would be unbearably cringe in Western shows. This level of epicness is only achievable in anime. If they try to mimic that in live action, it would just go from cool to utterly ridiculous. Cute anime girl shooting 20 flying guns midair. That looks cool as fuck. But when it's Indian Terminator that does it, it suddenly feels a bit cringe. Naruto running on water? That's cool. Flash running on water? That's weird. I'm uncomfortable. Make it stop. Anime can imitate movies, which is something that I absolutely love, but movies cannot imitate anime. That's just a physical rule of the universe. 2D also gives us way more visual freedom. I mean, people will always look like people, but anime characters have their own art style. For the better or worse. Going from a very clean Devilman crybaby to a rough and messy Kill la Kill feels so damn refreshing. It really adds style, personality and individuality to each anime. Well, not for every anime, because sadly a lot of them are straight up copy-paste from each other, but you get what I mean. You can also get way more creative with the universe without thinking too much about the budgets. In a regular show, making the movie sets too crazy will either ask for a lot of very expensive props or some just as expensive CGI. Making something beautiful in anime is also more expensive, of course, but definitely not as much. I think I just love 2D as a whole, honestly. You know how a lot of people are not able to get into anime because they can only see the characters as mere drawings? Well, I kind of have the same problem, but reverse engineered. When I watch a regular movie, not only do I see the character, but I often can't help but see the actor behind it too. John Wick is not only a badass killer who loves overkill headshots, he's also a super nice guy that loves motorcycles, sadly eating sandwiches by himself and making awkwardly wholesome speech while promoting video games. Iron Man dies. I'm sad, but I'm also not that sad because I know he's super rich and he lives happily in a windmill with his wife. On the other hand, when something really fucked up happens to an anime character, I can't think of any happy windmill for them. Since these guys are entirely fictional in their own fictional universe, every shocking event only feels more real because they don't have a backup reality plan. This is their reality. When I look at Eren, I can only think of a guy who got his mom eaten in front of him and nothing else. Yeah, but your point doesn't make sense because every character has a voice actor behind them too. Well, sure they do, but it doesn't matter because I don't get to see their goddamn face. Voice actors have all of my respect for doing what they do and for giving life to all these characters we love. But it's out of respect for their work that I really don't want to know anything about them. I just want to give them my blind, pure love without ever making eye contact with them, because doing so will do nothing more than break my immersion. Do I really need to know that Aqua and that disgusting Elizabeth are actually the same person? No, I don't. Do I need to know that Bart is actually a girl? Do I need to know that the badass Geralt is actually a super sweet looking bald guy? Well, if I just ruined a few characters for you, then you get my point. There's just so many goddamn reasons to love anime. I love how they come up with all these super crazy or weird plot ideas that would be way too risky or expensive for live action. I love how commonly spread fantasy is in anime. I love that 20-minute format, I love that moe culture, and like I said in a previous video, I believe anyone could potentially become a weeb. All they need is to get rid of their pre-watching judgment and learn to care for 2D characters the same way they would with like Juno or Forest or whatever. Just to be clear, I don't hate regular shows and I don't consider it an inferior media in any way. Trust me, I make good use of my Netflix account and I love going to the theater. But if you give me 10 random anime and 10 random TV shows, I think I'll overall have more fun with the anime. Okay, so what was the point of your video except sucking the anime's dick with passion for 6 minutes straight? Subscribe if you haven't already, leave a like, follow me on Twitch for gaming, send me some beans by mail, and you've already seen 100,000 YouTube videos. Just pretend I said the same amount of stuff and actually do it for me, because please? Also, before you go, one more thing. I don't want to say it in the main video for the sake of my credibility, but between you and me, we both know the real reason we prefer anime.